We just finished Google Ads month in the BAM squad. We had our guest expert, Mike Loudon, who's the absolute most incredible ninja when it comes to Google Ads for music teachers and music schools. He ran 4 2-hour sessions where everyone got to call in and talk with him, show their Google Ads accounts. He was able to point out the mistakes people were making, optimize their accounts so they weren't wasting money and they were getting lots of students. It was really amazing. And so we have 4 recordings which you can get access for free if you do a free trial of Build a Music School. So there'll be a link down below, but I want to play you a snippet of 2 really important things that most music teachers and music school owners get wrong with their Google Ads. And this was a common thing for lots of our more beginner level students and members. And you might be making these mistakes. So I'll throw to a video of Mike where he talks about these 2 things that came up a lot on the first session that he did. But if you want to go watch all the sessions where he had people calling in for 2 hours, so there's about 8 hours of amazing footage there, you can go grab a free trial and come check it out. And also, if you join Build a Music School, there is an opportunity that you can call and chat to Mike regularly so you can get your ads optimized and actually know that, hey, if I put $1 in, I get $2 out. Not that exact maths, but you get the idea. You want to make sure your ads are optimized, working, getting you the results that you want. And it is very possible if you have an amazing whiz like Mike, who's an expert for music school ads for Google in that particular niche. So here's Mike talking about the 2 things that most people get wrong and how you can tweak them. Check it out.
So what I wanted to talk about here today, and something that came up quite a bit in our second Google Ads Live call, was negative keywords. So how to negative out keywords, what that means, all of that good stuff. And this can really make or break a campaign, okay? So we'll be redoing the Google Ads module where I can get a little bit more in the weeds, but like I said, I just want to be quick and actionable here. So the main thing that you need to know is there's something called keywords in Google Ads, right? And you're saying, hey, if somebody types in piano lessons near me, I want my ad to show up and I'm willing to bid on that. I'm willing to pay for somebody clicking on that ad. If the ad, so again, they'll type in piano lessons near me, the ad shows up, somebody clicks on it, that's when I would pay. And I'm happy to do that because I want people who are looking for piano lessons near them to show up on my site, right? Now, depending on the match types, and again, that's sort of another kind of a thing to get into, that your ad might show up for not exactly that search term, okay? So we want to be really careful, and when you're managing your account at the beginning here, you want to make sure that you're not kind of getting crummy traffic, all right? And I'll show you how to do that here. Again, there's sort of a lot to that with match types and stuff, but this is something to check. Anytime that I've done Google Ads audits, especially with music schools, this is one of the first things we go to. And I hate to say it, but sometimes, people are spending hundreds of dollars a month on kind of crummy things, right? Because again, unfortunately, just because your keyword says piano lessons near me, doesn't mean you're only going to show for that. Google is going to sort of make assumptions and show up for other things, and sometimes it gets it wrong. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to just you can do this on a campaign level or an ad group level. I just clicked on my campaign over here. And under this little keywords section here, all right, so some quick things to know, just a quick takeaway, some terms to know. Search keywords are what you're telling Google you want to show up for. Cool, we just talked about that. Search terms are what people are actually typing in that triggered your ad showing up. And again, those may not always line up exactly. Right? So you want to be careful here. So you're going to go to your search terms. And again, this is going to show you what people actually typed in to have your ad be shown to them. Okay. This is just sort of like a little dummy account I made at the beginning of the month for exactly this type of stuff. So let's look. So somebody typed in guitar lessons near me. Sweet. Love it. Singing lessons near me. Fantastic. All of this is good stuff. Okay. Vocal coach will take. Great. But notice there's a couple other ones in here. And you can see it got impressions. Luckily, these people didn't click on them. You can see the 0 under interactions, which is good. So no money was spent on this. But still, if they would have clicked, that would have cost money. So I want to make sure that that doesn't happen. Check out what they typed in. Benefits of voice lessons. That's not a keyword that this account is bidding on, right? But Google decided to get a little loosey-goosey and said, okay, well, if somebody's looking for voice lessons, maybe they want to show up for benefits of voice lessons, right? And again, match types go into that, but we probably don't want that, do we, right? So let's just click on that for now, and this is what you're going to do in your account as well. Just click on it. When you see things that you don't really want, just click on them on this little checkbox. I'll show you what to do next. Extreme Vocal Institute. That's not who this account is for. I don't know if that's an online thing or if that's another local competitor or whatever. Sweet. We're just going to click on it. And here's another interesting one, how to sing 101. This is up to you guys, but quickly, I normally try to avoid the how-to keywords because oftentimes what they're saying how-to, they're going to be starting with like YouTube videos and stuff like that. That doesn't mean they might not become that doesn't mean that they're not a potential customer, but our goal here is to get as nitty gritty as possible. The people who are most likely to become students of yours, that's who we want. Once we know that that's the traffic that's coming in and pretty much only that, then we can throw gas on that fire. Okay. So I'm going to click on that as well. Great. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go up and you're going to hit this add as negative keyword. All right. And what this does, a negative keyword basically cancels things out. So for example, let's say that I don't want to show up for benefits of voice lessons. All right. What I'm actually going to do is this. I am going to highlight this, delete it, and I'm just going to type in the word benefits. Okay. There are match types for negative keywords as well. Most of the time, what you're going to want to do for just single keyword ideas, like single word keywords, I just put them as broad match, which means there's no quotation marks or no brackets around them. And then for multiple ones, I normally put as phrase match. I don't normally recommend putting exact match negative keywords. So like for this, and unfortunately, Google makes that the automatic one. The reason for that is because if you put this in and Google cancels this out, if somebody types an Extreme Vocal Institute and you put that as a negative keyword, your ad won't show. Fantastic. But if that's an exact match, then if somebody types in Extreme Vocal Institute cost, you might still show up, right? So we want to be a little bit more loosey-goosey and kind of catch everything. So for this benefits, if anybody types in anything that has to do with benefits, that's going to cancel it out. Benefits of voice lessons, are there benefits of voice lessons? Everything. Because benefits is a negative keyword that I'm putting in this account, then my ad won't show. And that's how you can, again, get really, really nitty gritty. So for Extreme Vocal Institute, I'm going to put that in quotation marks. This is called a phrase match. So that way, if anybody puts these kind of combinations of three words in that order or anything else, again, Extreme Vocal Institute cost, Extreme Vocal Institute near me or whatever, it won't show up. Fantastic. Same thing with how to sing 101. I'm actually just going to put in quotations how to. So if anybody shows up, if somebody's typing in how to play Don't Stop Believin' on guitar or whatever the case may be, it's just going to cancel it out. And I don't have to do that for every single one. All right. For the purpose of this video, we're not going to get super into a strategy between ad groups or campaigns or negative keyword lists when you're doing this, but we're just going to maybe add that to our campaign for right now. And then if you hit save, then again, in the future, these aren't going to show up for us anymore. Again, luckily it didn't cost any money this time around, but it could, and I've seen it happen. So that's a big part of management here, guys, is you cover your keywords, follow the calls I've done in the past to build a campaign, but then go back and check, periodically, daily, weekly, monthly, however you want to do it. I do it daily, but I'm kind of crazy. And negative things out that you don't want. Otherwise, it's going to keep showing, and it could really add up and cost you a lot of money. If you're running Google Ads campaigns, you feel like you're just kind of throwing money at it, and you don't really know if things are working, or you know for sure they aren't working. It seems like these are the two biggest low-hanging fruits that you can take care of, okay? So the number one thing that I'm seeing a lot is people using what's called a smart campaign. And essentially what a smart campaign is, it sounds really nice. Google says, hey, just give us some keywords. Let us know about your website. We'll run the ads for you. We'll make them. We'll do it. It's totally hands-off. Unfortunately, that doesn't work super well, especially for music schools. Google hasn't quite figured that out yet. And you're giving Google a really big leash to run on, and they will spend your money, and probably a lot of your money. So you want to be really careful. The thing that makes Google Ads beautiful is how much control you can have. Unfortunately, Google can make that a little difficult sometimes to get that control, but doing a smart campaign certainly does not get you anywhere close to having that. So how do you know if you're looking at a smart campaign? If you open up your Google Ads account and it doesn't look like this is a traditional Google Ads campaign, what we're seeing on my screen here, then you probably have a smart campaign going. If you see more of like a white screen with just like a couple boxes with some metrics and stuff, it's probably a smart campaign. You're going to want to turn that off. If you really want to double check here too, if you look, hopefully you can see my mouse over in this dark gray bar. Here's my campaign 2023 Sioux Falls. Notice there's a magnifying glass next to that. That means this is a search campaign, which is the main kind of driver of Google Ads. If that's a little wand, a magic wand looking thing, you have a smart campaign, turn that off. It's not going to be good for you. I can pinky promise. Okay. The other thing is actually with match types. So in our call, I've seen a lot of people with broad match keywords in their accounts. If you're not super sure about the difference between these different match types, like I said, in this video, I just want to make it quick. We'll be doing a really big deep dive in other calls, and we'll also be redoing the Google Ads course, where I'll definitely be getting really into the weeds there. For right now, I just want to give you actionable advice. All right. So if you are in your account and you're on an ad group or you're in a campaign or whatever, notice I have my search keyword selected. Here's the keywords that I'm bidding on, right? What you want to look for is right next to it. It says match type. There's 3 types. There's broad, there's phrase, there's exact. They all can have their place, but I would really recommend against any broad match until you feel like your Google Ads is crazy optimized. If you don't feel that way, do not have broad match on. And even once you do feel like you're really optimized, have a good think before you do broad match, right? So how do we change this real quick? So I'm just on phrase match right now. Exact match might be better. Come to a call and we can kind of look at the details and make that decision for you. But just going from broad match to phrase match can save you a lot of money right out of the gate. I've seen people, unfortunately, sometimes spending $200, $300 a month that they shouldn't be spending because they're on broad match. So here's what you do. You look at your keywords. If these are saying broad match, get frightened and then go ahead and click this, and then don't be frightened anymore, because then now you know the steps to fix it. You're going to click this kind of top left checkbox here. That's going to select all your keywords. If you have a lot of keywords, which is another conversation, there might be a little thing right here that says select all 200 keywords or whatever. Go ahead and click that. And then you're going to hit the edit. And then you're going to scroll down a little menu. You're going to hit change match types. Oops. And then change all match types. Cool. Let me kind of move my my head here, and then change match types to, whatever the case may be. Right now it's telling me broad match. Again, we do not want broad match. Just turn that to phrase match for right now is my recommendation. Maybe it'll go to something else later on down the road, but turn any broad match into at least phrase match, and things are at least going to be running tighter for you, and then we can optimize from there. So that's the big 2 takeaways. I'll be trying to make videos like this after every little call just to kind of help you guys out. And then, keep an eye out for those calls. Feel free to jump on them. We're really excited about all this stuff. And then we'll be really getting into the nitty gritty on this new Google Ads module, like I mentioned earlier too. But 2 big pieces of advice: make sure you're not on a smart campaign. Turn it off if you're on a smart campaign, and then we can help you build something else out. And then if you don't have a smart campaign going, you have a traditional campaign, but you have broad matches, use these steps to convert that to phrase match. It's immediately going to be better. I pinky promise. Let me know if there's any questions, guys. Thanks so much.